There comes a point in every person's life when the world stops feeling like a place you're living in. The failures you try to forget, the dreams you're scared to chase. And somewhere inside you, there's a voice whispering, is this really it? Is this all I'm meant for? But that voice, that soft, almost broken voice, is not your weakness. It's your beginning, because nobody rises from comfort. Nobody discovers their strength in perfect moments. All greatness begins exactly where you are. Tired, confused, uncertain, scared, and unsure of what happens next. But listen closely. You were not created for a small, quiet, invisible life. You were built with fire. You were built with depth. You were built with a soul that refuses to stay down. Even if your mind tries to give up, every time you fell, something inside you kept you alive. Every time life hit you harder than you expected, something inside you refused to break. You survived heartbreaks, disappointments, betrayals, days when you didn't even recognize yourself. You don't need applause. You don't need permission. You don't need someone to walk into your life and fix what's broken. You don't need the world to validate your worth. You just need to remember who you are before the world convinced you to doubt it. But make no mistake, the climb will hurt. It will demand discipline when you're exhausted. It will demand patience when nothing seems to be working. It will demand self-belief when the world doubts you. Don't fear walking alone. Fear staying where you know you don't belong. Your future self is calling you to rise, calling you to break the cycle, calling you to stop waiting for the perfect time. Because there is no perfect time. There is only now. The pain you carry, turn it into a weapon. The mistakes you made, turn them into lessons. The people who doubted you, let them become the soundtrack of your comeback. The world hasn't seen your power yet. They've seen your struggle. They've seen your setbacks. They've seen the chapters where you suffered quietly. But the chapter that's coming next, it will silence every doubt, including your own. So breathe, stand tall, and move. Move even if it's slow. Move even if it hurts. Move even if you're scared. Because motion changes everything. Your destiny is not written by your past. It's written by your decisions. And right now, you have a choice to quit or to rise, to stay stuck or to evolve, to continue surviving or to finally start living. Choose the version of you that you haven't met yet, the powerful one, the disciplined one, the focused one, the unshakable one. That version of you is waiting, and the world will never be the same when you finally become them. This is your moment. This is your comeback. This is your rise.
Listen, before anything else, I want you to take a breath. Not the shallow breath you take when you're stressed, not the breath you take when you're tired. I mean a real breath. A breath that reminds you that you're alive. A breath that reminds you that somewhere inside you, there is strength you haven't used yet, courage you haven't awakened yet, power you haven't unlocked yet. Because today, something inside you is going to change. I want you to hear my voice not as a speech, but as a mirror. A mirror that's about to show you the part of yourself that you've ignored for far too long. The part of you that knows you were meant for more. The part of you that knows you've been sleeping on your potential. The part of you that's screaming to rise. You see, there are two versions of you living inside your body. The version you are right now, and the version you are capable of becoming. And the space between those two versions, that space is called courage. That space is called discipline. That space is called sacrifice. That space is called focus. That space is called change. Most people never cross that space. Most people die as the same person they always were. Not because they were weak. Not because they were lazy. But because changing your life requires a level of honesty that scares people. Honesty about your habits. Honesty about your excuses. Honesty about your fears. Honesty about your lack of discipline. Honesty about the fact that you could be giving more, but you haven't. And I'm not here to judge you. I'm here to wake you up. Because deep down, you know the truth. You know you've been wasting time. You know you've been allowing distractions to guide your life. You know you've been living below your potential. You know you've been settling for comfort instead of chasing greatness. You know you've been letting fear hold the pen while your life story is being written. But today, that ends. I want you to understand something powerful. Your life will not change because you want it to. Your life will change because you decide it must. Wanting is cheap. Everyone wants success. Everyone wants confidence. Everyone wants peace. Everyone wants strength. Everyone wants achievement. Everyone wants a better life. But wanting does nothing. Wanting is the wish. Doing is the bridge. And the reason you're here right now, the reason you're listening, is because the part of you that's been silent, the part of you that's been buried under fear, has finally had enough. Somewhere inside you, there is a voice whispering, I can be more, I can do more, I can rise higher, I can change my future, I can rewrite my story, I can become the person I dream of. And you're right, you can. But first, you have to stop lying to yourself. Stop saying, I'll start tomorrow. Tomorrow is the biggest lie ever told. Tomorrow is where dreams go to die. Tomorrow is the excuse of people who never change. Tomorrow is the refuge of fear. There is no tomorrow. There is only now. This moment, this decision, this turning point. Your entire life can pivot on a single choice. A choice to become disciplined. A choice to stop complaining. A choice to shut out distractions. A choice to let go of old habits. A choice to stop caring about people's opinions. A choice to take responsibility for your life. Because let me tell you something brutally real. No one is coming to save you. No one is going to wake you up in the morning. No one is going to drag you toward your goals. No one is going to build your confidence for you. No one is going to discipline your mind. No one is going to hand you the life you want. This world rewards one thing, effort. Not effort you think about, effort you actually give. But effort comes from belief. Belief comes from self-talk. Self-talk comes from habits. And your habits come from what you tolerate. So ask yourself, what have you been tolerating? Have you been tolerating laziness? Have you been tolerating fear? Have you been tolerating procrastination? Have you been tolerating negativity? Have you been tolerating people who drain your energy? Have you been tolerating a weak version of yourself? Because every time you tolerate weakness, you reinforce it. Every time you tolerate excuses, you strengthen them. Every time you tolerate fear, you give it power. And every time you choose comfort over growth, you choose a future filled with regret. Regret is a silent killer. Regret is the ghost that will warn you when you're older. Regret is the voice that whispers, you could have been more. Regret is the shadow of potential you never used. But regret is preventable. Right now, in this moment, you can choose to change. Not next week, not next month, not when you feel motivated, because motivation is unreliable. Motivation is emotion. Motivation is temporary. But discipline is permanent. Discipline is identity. Discipline is self-respect. You don't rise because you're motivated. You rise because you're disciplined. You rise because you do what needs to be done even when you feel tired. Even when you feel discouraged. Even when you feel broken. Even when you feel alone. Because greatness is not a mood. Greatness is a decision. And I need you to understand something. The future version of you. The version who wakes up early. The version who eats clean. The version who builds discipline. The version who takes responsibility. The version who follows through on goals. The version who builds confidence. That version of you is real. They are not a fantasy. They are not a dream. They are not imagination. They are waiting for you to stop negotiating with your excuses. Waiting for you to stop choosing comfort over growth. Waiting for you to stop settling for mediocrity. Waiting for you to stop running from your potential. You are not weak. You are not broken. You are not useless. You are not a failure. You are not hopeless. You are not stuck. You are simply underdeveloped. And underdeveloped is not permanent. Underdeveloped just means you haven't been using what you've got. Because inside you, inside your blood, your bones, your mind, your soul, there is fire. Fire that has been dimmed by disappointment. Fire that has been suffocated by fear. Fire that has been covered by doubt. fire that has been ignored by comfort. And today, that fire is coming back. I want you to think about the hardest thing you ever went through. The moment that broke you. The moment that made you question everything. The moment that made you cry alone. The moment that made you lose trust. The moment that made you feel empty. You survived that. You survived something that could have destroyed you. Do you realize how powerful that makes you? Life hit you with darkness, and you're still here. Life hit you with pain, and you're still here. Life hit you with betrayal, and you're still here. Life hit you with loss, and you're still here. Life hit you with fear, and you're still here. If you can survive your past, you can conquer your future. If you can survive heartbreak, you can survive discipline. If you can survive pain, you can survive effort. People think discipline is hard. But do you know what's harder? Living a life you're ashamed of. Living a life full of regret. Living a life where you know you could have tried harder. Living a life where you fear your own potential. Living a life where you hide your greatness just to stay comfortable. It's time to stop hiding. Let me tell you the truth. You were not born to be average. You were not born to be normal. You were not born to blend in. You were not born to follow. You were not born to live a quiet life. You were born to rise. You were born to lead yourself. You were born to rewrite your story. You were born to break the cycle. You were born to change your family's future. You were born to build something extraordinary out of nothing. You were born to turn pain into power. And you know that. That's why you're here. That's why you're still listening. That's why something inside you is waking up. Because you know, your life is not supposed to look like this. You know you're supposed to be stronger. You know you're supposed to be more disciplined. You know you're supposed to be more focused. You know you're supposed to be more dedicated. You know you're supposed to be more confident. You know you're supposed to be more you. You've been living on 10% of your potential. It's time to use the other 90%. But hear me clearly, you don't need to change everything overnight. You don't need to transform your life in one leap. All you need is one decision, one step, one commitment, one new habit, one sacrifice, one moment of courage. One day of discipline can change your momentum. 1 week of discipline can change your attitude. 1 month of discipline can change your identity. 1 year of discipline can change your entire life. The next chapter of your life doesn't start next year. It doesn't start next month. It doesn't start on Monday. The next chapter of your life starts when you decide, enough. This is my life. This is my time. This is my story. And I'm taking control. You have no idea how powerful you are. Not yet, but you will. Because starting now, your excuses no longer matter. Your fears no longer get to lead you. Your past no longer defines you. Your doubt no longer controls you. Your laziness no longer wins. Your life is yours again. Your power is yours again. Your future is yours again. So rise. Rise for your dreams. Rise for your purpose. Rise for your goals. Rise for your future. Rise for the person you're becoming. Rise for the life you deserve. This is your moment. This is your turning point. This is the day you stop being who you were and start becoming who you were meant to be. Don't just hear this speech. Become this speech and let the world feel your comeback.